You don't quit because you are weak. You quit because your mind was trained to escape discomfort. Every time things get hard, something inside you looks for a way out. Not because you chose it consciously, but because your brain learned that pain is a threat. The moment effort becomes uncomfortable, your mind reacts. It doesn't ask what matters. It asks what feels safe. So it distracts you. It delays you. It fills your head with noise. You tell yourself you need motivation, but motivation is not the problem. The problem is avoidance. Your brain was not designed for long-term effort. It was designed for survival. Comfort means safety. Discomfort means danger. That is the equation running silently in your head. When you sit down to work and feel resistance, your mind doesn't think, "This is good for me." It thinks, "This is unfamiliar. This is uncomfortable." So it pulls you away. Not aggressively, quietly. A notification, a thought, a sudden urge to check something, a reason to stop. You think you're procrastinating, but procrastination is just a symptom. What is really happening is mental escape. Your brain learned over time that it can leave effort without consequence, that it can walk away, that comfort will always be available. And every time you quit, that lesson becomes stronger. You don't notice it at first. It feels harmless. "I'll start later. I'm tired today. I'll do it properly tomorrow." But each time you obey that voice, your brain learns one thing. Pain is optional. Discomfort can be avoided. Effort is negotiable. And once effort becomes negotiable, discipline collapses. This is why thinking doesn't help. This is why planning doesn't save you. This is why watching motivational videos does nothing. Your problem is not knowledge. Your problem is tolerance. Tolerance to discomfort. You already know what to do. You don't do it because the moment feels wrong. Your mind doesn't want growth. It wants relief. So it gives you explanations, not solutions. Overthinking is not intelligence. It is escape dressed as depth. You analyze, you plan, you wait. Not because the plan isn't ready, but because acting would hurt. And your brain is allergic to pain. Look closely at how quitting happens. It never announces itself loudly. It never says, "I'm quitting." It whispers, "Just a break. Just today. Just this once." And because it sounds reasonable, you listen. But discipline doesn't disappear in one decision. It erodes. Slowly, silently. Every time you stop when it hurts, you teach your mind that discomfort is a stop signal. So next time, it reacts faster. Less resistance, less effort, quicker escape. Eventually, the moment effort appears, your mind leaves before you even notice. This is why you feel stuck. This is why starting feels heavy. This is why you feel drained without doing anything. Mental escape is exhausting. Your brain is constantly running away, and running takes energy. A disciplined mind stays. An undisciplined mind flees. Most people think discipline is forcing yourself. It's not. Discipline is not leaving when it gets uncomfortable. That's all. Not pushing harder, not becoming aggressive, not hating yourself, just staying. Staying with the discomfort, staying with the resistance, staying when your mind begs you to leave. The people who change are not stronger. They are calmer in discomfort. They don't win because they feel motivated. They win because they don't run. Your brain will always try to protect you. That is its job. But protection becomes prison when it stops you from becoming who you could be. Comfort is not evil, but when comfort becomes automatic, you lose control. You stop choosing. You start reacting. And a reactive mind cannot build anything meaningful. That is why discipline feels restrictive at first, because it removes escape routes. No phone, no negotiation, no excuses. Just presence. And presence hurts when you're not used to it. But pain is not the enemy. Avoidance is. Every time you stay when it hurts, your brain learns something new. This didn't kill me. I can handle this. I don't need to escape. And slowly, the panic fades. The noise reduces. The urge to quit weakens. Not because life gets easier, but because you stop running. You don't need to fight your mind. You need to stop obeying its fear. Your mind will always offer comfort. Discipline is choosing not to take it. That choice will never feel good at first, but it will feel right afterwards. Quitting gives immediate relief. Discipline gives delayed peace. Most people choose relief, then wonder why they never feel calm. If this makes you uncomfortable, that's the point, because discomfort is where escape habits are exposed. You don't lack willpower, you lack stillness, the ability to stay when everything inside you wants to leave. That is discipline. Not control over life, control over flight. And the moment you stop running, your mind stops chasing comfort. That is when things begin to change. Quietly, slowly, for real.